Hey everyone, it's me, Ken Pierce. I'm back again um, to do another video, and this video is going to follow the same premise that my recent video for the Piercing Metal channel followed. This is actually going to be the very first video for my Piercing Ken YouTube channel. Um, Despite being a YouTube user for more than a decade and having Piercing Ken online for about a decade now, I never actually created a YouTube channel for it and was using my default Ken Pierce channel for it. And I finally decided that it was the best thing to do was to create a channel of its own. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to walk through all of the things that I use as the founder of the Chronicles of Piercing Ken website. And I hope you enjoy it. Let's share the screen like I usually do, and we will get down to business. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm drying up here because it's the weather changing. All right, so as you know, we run, in addition to Piercing Metal, we run Piercing Ken. The long name is The Chronicles of Piercing Ken. I felt that was a nice little dramatic, comic booky sort of name. I'm not sitting in one of those cool gaming chairs. I'm sitting on my living room floor with the laptop on the coffee table. It seems to be my standard position here when I'm doing any work. So, okay, let's go through the website a little bit. Those of you who don't know it, this is my lifestyle brand, and it was launched as a result of my not wanting to post everything I was doing only on Facebook, because I never wanted to add every single person I met to my Facebook page. So having a website that would showcase photography and other events and other items of interest on a website would be a better idea. So much like Piercing Metal, Piercing Ken is broken up into various principles. We have a bunch of features, and my features include art and culture, New York sights and scenes. Observations could just be anything strange that I see and want to show you. Piercing Ken says, much like Piercing Metal says, this is my editorial newsy soapbox. Get on top of a pile of newspapers and start telling you something. Technology, self-explanatory, I guess, if I talk about a piece of technology that we're using, or if I find something in an old box in my closet that we used to use because I was a big computer nerd and had tons of parts of stuff and just stuff that you want to talk about that you used to govern your time with and procure. Tours and festivals, I've expanded to different tours and festivals than I would talk about on Piercing Metal to hear. More pop stuff, country, even R&B and rap. I'll put a tour thing in here because Piercing Ken is not Piercing Metal at all. It's just a different vibe from all things. My lifestyle topics are very, very simply food and drink. That's indoor dining and outdoor dining. It's ordering from the pizza place and talking about the pie you had, new recipes, or cooking in the house, which I did a lot of during the pandemic. So yeah, so there's that. Feline friends. For many years, I was a cat owner. And yes, we're no longer a cat owner right now. My last cat passed away back in January. So yeah, so moving on. Holiday Hijinks is probably going to get named something different going forward. It's a holiday piece where I put up things for various holidays that I see: Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, St. Patrick's Day. Shopping Madness, another topic that needs to possibly be changed in title. Just shopping stuff that I thought was interesting. Tourism, self-explanatory. Pop culture follows the same premise as Piercing Metal. It's film and television, toys and collectibles, but for a younger skew. Comics is missing right now from this because I have not written up anything about the comics for a younger age group. But most of the comics go on Piercing Metal. Reviews, the same principles follow to books, events, music, products, and videos. And in my other narratives video, I talked about most of my product reviews going over here now. And that's pretty much where they're going to stay unless a rep really says to me, I must have this on Piercing Metal as opposed to Piercing Ken. Because like I say, the audience dynamic is very different here than it is Piercing Metal. And I like both of them. I want to entertain both of them. I have a calendar here as well, and the calendar shows all the other events that you won't see on Piercing Metal. Sometimes there's a duplication. I'll put Comic-Cons on here as well, but you'll see these are other events that were canceled. The Cannabis Expo, the Franchise Expo, New York Now, the Exotic Expo. These are all events that are different for the readership here, okay? And About the Chronicles is the same thing as Piercing Metal's About page. It's just all about the Chronicles, okay? So talks about its origin, talks about the premise, and there's our social networks. And I run into a little issue with this code here. I gotta look into that. I've replaced this code 3 times and it's not there anymore. This is actually fine on Piercing Metal, so something somewhere is hinky. And you see my Ken Pierce media branding over there. Okay, so with a website, you not only have to have a website, but you have to have a boatload of social networks. I'm going to briefly take us through these social networks we use for Piercing Ken. So here is the Facebook page, first and foremost. It works like any other Facebook page. It's a business page. If you like what we do, you would come to this page and you'd peruse the content, and you'd like a post by clicking the thing here, or commenting if you wanted to comment with a face or an emoji. We always ask that if you are enjoying what we do in any sense, that you do like the page and that you choose see first. If I do view as visitor, it should show you this very differently. So there you go. So here's how the page looks to the casual eye. We're using the new Facebook. Soon all of us will be using the new Facebook. It's not really the most intuitive of designs, but I'm a little used to it now. I was using it a few weeks before it switched because they said, oh, you could switch now or switch when you have no choice. And I switched then. All right, so, here's what we do. I post about different things here on Piercing Ken's Facebook page. Almost all of the content you'll see here is on the website. Some of it is not. Okay, that's Facebook. So remember, like the Facebook page and see first on the Facebook page. The Instagram, here is the Instagram for Piercing Ken. One of my friends whose page I'm following. And here you go. See, we have just under 4,500 images here. And it's a mixed bag. It's a little of everything. It's sometimes I talk about what I'm doing on Piercing Metal. Sometimes I talk about what I'm doing in the day. Like I made pizza the other day. It came out pretty good, if I do say so myself. There you go. That's my pizza. And this was the train, the sign on the train. And then, of course, I talked about doing a little work with the census, which I did for a few months. That was fun. And then if you scroll through the feed here, it's conventions that I go to that are not the Metal and Geek conventions. So, lots of different stuff. I try to tag them up the wazoo so you know the companies that I'm talking about and that you might investigate them yourself. And maybe even if you're a blogger and you want to try some of this stuff, you can try it and write to them and say, hey, I tried it. So be sure to like this profile, and then I say go through the pictures and like as much as you see. All right, another important network, and the one we're actually doing this video for, is the Piercing Ken YouTube channel. As I mentioned, this is a brand spanking new channel, so it has no content on it yet. I had a Kenny Pierce channel, which you see down here. This is my personal account, and it's connected to my personal Gmail. And I converted it to Piercing Ken's channel, but then I looked at the content of the videos, and a lot of it more than half was content that was the personal base, and half was, the other rest of it was for Piercing Ken website. Unfortunately, when you create a business channel, you cannot parse video. So you can't say like, I'm creating this business channel, and in this personal channel are 50 videos for my business page. That would be a wonderful thing to be able to do because it would save you a lot of aggravation. Instead, I had lots of aggravation, and I had to finally make the Kenny Pierce channel a personal channel again and start from scratch with Piercing Ken. So you folks are watching the very, very first video for this channel. And as you see, there's only 2 subscribers, which are me, my other channels, because nobody really knows this channel exists until now when I'm sharing this video with you across all of our socials. So welcome. I hope that you will give us a chance and subscribe to this channel and click the bell so you know when anything goes live. I will not be bombarding you with every single notion that comes to my mind. There's a lot of channels where you turn on your feed and somebody has 50 new videos, and it's like, when did they find time to do 50 new videos? I can get to 1. So I'm not going to be doing that. I don't see myself having the time. So, but I will be serving up content as soon as events start happening again, and as soon as I start doing discussions with people about the stuff we talk about on Piercing Ken. So please stay tuned. I'm looking forward to bringing you some really exciting stuff. Twitter, not my favorite of the social networks. Okay. It is just not my favorite. I just don't like it. I was told by a friend of mine that I don't like it because I don't use it right. So yes, there we go. I don't use it right, so I don't like it. It's useful. So, but I'm not good at tweeting with people. I'm good at tweeting where I am, saying that I'm doing something like earlier today, I went to lunch at the Wicked Monk, and I tried a pizza the other day. And then these are some other accounts that are related to mine, I guess. And then some, some of the content that we're talking about on the Piercing Metal website. So there you go. So yeah, you can follow us. I'm not good at answering direct tweets because I don't know if it's only me that sees it. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you do like what we do, please give this a follow. I'll try to be better at it. Okay. Here's another one that I'm not good at this network either. And I said this on Piercing Metal's video, is Pinterest. Pinterest is a matter of taking pictures and pinning them that you like, and you sort of direct them back to your website. I've never really figured out how to use it, and this is currently slightly mixed with Piercing Metal and my new Ken Pierce Media idea. And I'd like to probably turn this video, this channel, this particular channel network, I mean, into only a Ken Pierce Media thing. Okay, so we'll see. Time will tell on that. Let's go to the next, whoops, what's going on here? The next thing is, speaking of Ken Pierce Media, what is this? Ken Pierce Media was a accidental creation of something in Facebook that I renamed to use for other purposes. Long story short, I had helped somebody with a blog in WordPress, and I decided that having a Blogspot account would be a good idea too, so I could learn some of the tools of the trade of that particular network. And to make it worth my time, I created Ken Pierce Media Blogspot, and it became a feed of content on both websites. So that's what that is now, okay? Very simply put. It's only the title, and it's the website name, and that's it. Moving along. The Ken Pierce Media Tumblr, up until the October 1st was, this was the I can't even say this was the Piercing Metal Tumblr, and it had been the Piercing Metal Tumblr for 11 years. So there you have it. It's now the Ken Pierce Media Tumblr, and it is a direct feed, again, much like the blogger, but a little bit more visual and has more of the tags. So it's a lot more dynamic. So if you're using a Tumblr account, you can follow that, or you can read it either way. I don't think you need an account to follow it, okay? And let's keep going. TikTok is now also a Ken Pierce Media item. It's brand new. There's nobody following us, or one following me, it says. I'm following one person. That's probably my friend, because I was testing it. Don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but I did want to lock the name down. So it's going to be related to both sites on this account. Moving along with that same principle is the Twitch. Twitch is also something I have not used yet, but at a convention a couple of years ago, one of my fellow geeks said to me, "You must secure your brand on Twitch." So we did. We did it that night, but we never used it. So this might become a Ken Pierce Media Twitch as well, because I'm not going to see myself creating 2 Twitch accounts. Okay? That brings us to the pièce de résistance, our long-standing piercing metal website, which you all know about. This is my first website. This is where it all began for me. We are online 15 years. And if you're following it in any fashion, we really appreciate it. Piercing Ken turned 10 years old this past year too. So this was a great year for milestones, and considering it was 2020, we didn't get to properly celebrate any of them, which kind of sucked, but that's the scoop. Okay. Keeping with the Ken Pierce Media logic, I also transformed my Ko-fi to be Ken Pierce Media. And Ko-fi is the means for anybody who's a reader that wants to help support the efforts. You can donate cash and stuff into a little virtual tip jar, and it gets applied to hosting fees and the rest. So that's it, okay? So as you see, just to go backwards through time, Piercing Metal website, the soon-to-be Ken Pierce Media Twitch, Ken Pierce Media TikTok, Ken Pierce Media Tumblr, Ken Pierce Media Blogspot, the Pinterest, the Twitter, the YouTube channel, our Instagram, our Facebook, and the page. So, like I said, it's all fun to deliver all this stuff to you. I hope you like it, and I thank you for anybody who's following any of it, because I think there are 1.9 billion websites online. So according to a statistical measurement, we're ranked in like the 2 million range, which is pretty good. And this website has had about 625,000 pages viewed so far for the year. That doesn't sound like a lot, but this is a lifestyle brand. So let's assume for every 100,000 metal sites, there are probably 100,000 lifestyle sites. So that's it. At risk of going far too long, I'm going to stop now. And thank you for watching. And let's stop the share. And let's stop the recording. And I'll say, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click like on the video and ring that bell, because more is coming. And thanks a lot for playing along. Bye.